Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie I've been wanting to see. I saw a trailer for it over the summer called Witchin' and Bitchin'. Apparently, they said it was made in 2013, then released in 2014 or something like that. I can't remember how I came across the movie, but I mean, I saw the trailer and said, "Boy, this looks like a good show." And then I was looking around, checking the trailer out. I was checking trailers for a couple other movies. I went on Rotten Tomatoes and it said it was on Netflix because sometimes you can search on Netflix, but usually when I start searching, my mind becomes a blank. I can't remember the movies, and I searched on there, and Witchin' and Bitchin' was on there. I didn't even cross my mind to even look. You know, I'm glad I did because I've been wanting to see it. And the movie's it's a Spanish film, and basically it revolves around these robbers. Not I keep wanting to say bank robbers, but they rob like a pawn shop, and they have like these rings, and they went down there to pawn some stuff, and then they pawn like some gold and stuff, and they put it like in this giant, like a giant plastic bin of gold rings, pure gold, and it caught their eye, and they wanted to get those rings, and to make some money. And they had disguises real clever. Like on the thumbnail, you'll see one guy was dressed as like a silver Jesus Christ. The other guy was dressed as like a green soldier. And these are supposed to be like the mascots on the streets. And they were dressed like the mascots. And then they threw all the other people who were the mascots down like this manhole cover. And they just tied them up and stuff. Similar to like, if you remember Jimmy Kimmel, he did some things with the mascots before on Hollywood Boulevard, I believe, like the one dressed like Superman and SpongeBob SquarePants. There's a SpongeBob SquarePants in this one too, uh, like a Wonder Woman and stuff like that. And he kind of made them famous, and then they even did a documentary about those people because they're just like they just for the tourists and they take photos with them, just like in this movie. But they dress up like those people, and his son is involved. The guy dressed like Jesus, the main guy, his son is like 10-year-old son's involved. He's in the thing, and he says coast clear when they came and delivered like uh all the gold and stuff like that. They're gonna take it out of the vaults and stuff, and they go and they rob the place. And of course, there's a giant chase scene, but a lot of action. And they end up being in this town. I can't remember the name of it. Zerkamuller or something like that. My mind is a blank as far as that. It's usually a blank, anyways. And it's a town of witches, and these are some badass witches. And I don't want to give away a whole lot more. It's a good. Uh, they list it as a horror comedy. I think it's more a horror action with a little bit of comedy. It has a little bit of comedy towards the beginning, but I don't think it's all that funny. But there's lots of action throughout, and there's also a great funhouse funhouse quality to it because they lead them the guys because they're women and stuff. And then this one Ava's very sexy. Leads them into this giant castle where they all come and they're gonna have this giant party and ritual and stuff like that. And I don't want to give away much more, but the journey, the discovery stuff throughout the castles, it gives a nice funhouse quality to it. And I think it's pretty good. The biggest problem is the subtitles because they speak super fast, and the subtitles go by really quick too. Just like back in the early '90s when I got out of the army, for a while I was getting stuff from underground bootleg videotapes from Blackest Heart, and then it became Blackest Heart Media, which is no longer in business. From my friend Sean Smith, and I was in a couple magazines that they did a long time ago, and he used to like to make money. He used to sell like bootleg tapes and stuff like that, and there was a lot of like Asian films, Asian Hong Kong horror films, and martial arts films, and a lot of times the subtitles on there go by lightning fast, faster than this one, and it's broken English, and sometimes like it's letterbox, and you only see the whole subtitles. It's something like that, but not as bad. That's the biggest problem. It kind of you got to try to keep track of that in the action stuff. But I mean, the more you get into the movie, it's not as big of a problem. But if it was dubbed, it would have been a little bit better. But it's not a perfect movie. But I liked it though. I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10 for Witching and Bitching. And of course, my dad hated it. He didn't see the whole thing. He saw most of it. He's like, oh, this is pretty stupid. I don't like it. But I don't watch his baseball either. He likes watching the Pirates. I like the Pittsburgh Pirates, but I'm not a big baseball person. I'd rather watch horror films. But I mean, like I said, 7.5 out of 10 for Witching and Bitching. It's pretty good. And they spent a lot of money on it, so it's a bigger budgeted movie. Just be prepared for lightning fast subtitles. But I mean, at least they don't do my biggest pet peeve with subtitles. They have like a clear background. And they show the subtitles, and you can't read them because the words mix in with the clear background. That's a big problem. So, like I said, 7.5 out of 10 for Witching and Bitching. So, until next time, everybody, please take care, my liege.